What's up, Twitch and YouTube? It's MurphyD55 coming to you with another episode of The Northern. We've got a panel of 4 incredible guests representing XHG, one of my favorite stream teams in the community, Extreme Heroes Gaming. We got my guy Casio, the Raging Cajun, in the top left-hand corner over there, wearing way too much Saints gear. But welcome, Casio. Appreciate you coming through, my guy. And you can see and you can see the drum setup in the background too. Cashy's legendary, not just for the Madden side of things, but also for some incredible drumming streams. I always love watching those, man. And we got my guy Stony05, top right-hand corner over there. Stony05, let's go. Stoney's repping the Minnesota Vikings, so he's the only person in this panel that actually cheers for the correct team. And he's this is intentional, guys. We've got Stony05 on top and the animal on the bottom, so you guys can spend the entire stream comparing their beards, and we're gonna come around and determine who has the best beard. That might be the final poll of the stream, to be honest. Casio is clean shaven over there, looking incredibly handsome. The animal here, guys, he's streaming in the demon hours. He's coming in from Pacific time. Reworked his entire work schedule, was crammed in a whole bunch of stuff to get ready for this podcast. Much love to you coming through, man. Big fan of your streams. You've been going crazy in the late night hours, man.
It's been wild. It's been a wild couple weeks.
Yeah, no kidding, man. And honestly, I normally catch like the tail end of your stream when I'm waking up for work, and you've been grinding the streaming the night away. So I catch the tail end of the madness when I'm getting ready for work, man. But appreciate you coming through as well. And perhaps the glitchiest overlay that we have here is my guy Tiger Jet sitting behind the actual sportscaster's desk for the New Orleans Saints here. How are you doing, Tiger Jet? Are you going to be filtering through some of your great overlays during the course of this podcast, my friend?
Sir, yes, sir. We got a couple different overlays for tonight, but just appreciate you having us on, man. It's a great night to hang out with the XHG boys. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Looking forward to it. So.
Yes, sir, man. XHG representing right now, guys. I'm really excited about it. I can hear Stony. Can you guys hear him? It says Who Dat Lady says they can hear Stony. Any issues with the audio, guys? Let me know if you can't hear anyone.
I can't hear the other guys. I can't hear.
I can hear you, Stony.
Tiger, Cash.
In Discord,
glorious.
Right click on our names in Discord and then turn the volume up.
Right now, I can't read lips.
Oh shoot! Oh damn! Uh oh! Something happened, boys. We went full blackout here, boys. This is typical.
Awesome.
This is typical Murphy D.
That's awesome.
Yo,
blame it on Cash.
Yeah, I blame it all on Casio. You done messed up now. I'm gonna hop over and see if this thing is still aligned. I'm assuming it's not gonna be, but we'll see. You never freaking know.
Up awake and dream, Murph.
Oh, okay. Wait. I know what to do. I know what to do. I need to not hide chat. Okay, please. Let's go. We got it aligned here. Boys, we're getting better. Now, this is what happens, and nobody in the chat dare make a boomer comment about how me or any of these fine guests might be boomers in terms of Twitch years, okay? Nobody make a comment here. But we figured it out, guys. Stony, you can hear us all now?
Did Murphy C just say something? Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Oh my God, I was gonna lose my shit. That's hilarious. Hey, you know what? Probably for the best. If Stony can't hear it, I'm gonna throw this is why I have visual aids, guys. For all the topics we're gonna talk about today, I have a visual aid that will pop up there. So if you have the stream up, you can at least see it. Yes,
visual aids are best.
Oh, they are absolutely. Look, I'm just gonna quickly take time here to delete a comment in my chat about Kralo. We love Agent K around here. I'm not gonna entertain any negativity. This is a night for positivity, and just like that, guys, that's probably the last attention I will pay to the chat, other than out of the corner of my eye, because you guys are the apples of my eye. We're gonna get this thing started right now. Yeah. Much love to Agent K. So guys, first topic of the evening. Let's hope that this goes seamlessly here. I think it will. And we talked about this in Discord and realized that none of us really have anything to say about it. Winter Olympics, guys, they're actually happening right now. I didn't know that until like the other day when some coworkers were like, "Oh, have you been watching the Winter Olympics? Have any of you guys, maybe starting with Casio, engaged with the Winter Olympics at all? Are you aware of it?"
Watching J-Dub's real involved. He used to be a pole vaulter. I'm not sure if y'all know that about J-Dub.
Wow.
Way back in the day. So he's very interested in it. And I just kind of listen to what he has to say on Twitter mostly. But I have not been able to tune in. I'm a busy guy.
Yeah.
Trying to get everything done on this new house I have. And with balancing stream and everything, and then trying to be a part of everybody's chat as much as I possibly can, except for Animal because he's like late night, and I wish
Yeah.
I'd have to be immortal to so sorry I'm not there, Animal. But no, I have not seen much of it. I'm usually a Summer Olympics type of guy, you know, because I'm in the South and we don't really experience a whole lot of snow or anything like that.
That was going to be my next question. Do you guys even get a winter down there? And the answer is no. You guys, like, what's the coldest that it'll get down Louisiana way? Like, what's the coldest
I'll
temperature?
let you take this one, Tiger.
Tiger Jet. What does it get down to? Like the depths of January, February. What kind of temperature are we looking at?
Not to get down to the specific low, but I can tell you that no more than probably 8 days a year do we have a hard freeze where it drops below 32 degrees for more than like 8-9 hours. So it's basically subtropical. You know?
It's been the past 8 days too. Actually, we're right there. We're right there.
So this is like the cold of winter. Do you guys actually own winter jackets just for this 8-day stretch, or is it just sweater weather down there most of the time?
Usually you do have a heavy coat and a light coat, just because the what they tell us anyway. I've never been to Canada up north or probably as far north as I've been is probably out of the country in like maybe Amsterdam or something.
Yeah.
So we do have heavy coats, but we don't break them out often, and we have them for years. There's one of them.
Yeah, sounds like paradise. We're like honestly in Toronto right now. We're unseasonably warm. We're at like right at I guess freezing is freezing 32. We're like right at freezing right now, and for us this is like everyone's like happy. Everyone's out there like wanting to take their coats off. All my kids in my class are like this is short sleeve weather over here. All the snow's melting.
Here in Minnesota.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Stoney, what's it like? What's it like right there in Minnesota?
30 degrees. It's short and sleeveless weather. I mean, you go outside there now.
Yeah, seriously, like this is kind of weird, man. Like it's we had a huge dumping of snow like about 2 weeks ago. We actually had 2 snow days in a row, which we never get in my school board. So obviously teachers and students, we were all celebrating. We're like, oh yeah, this is great. Right after the Christmas break and a couple days off work, but unseasonably warm there as well. Are you a Winter Olympic guy, Stoney? Because I feel like in Minnesota it's got to be a thing.
I used to be back when like Nancy Kerrigan and Tanya Harding were around. Yes, I love that shit. But unfortunately, no. I knew what was going on. I heard there was a lot of like issues with like food and places like that for the athletes' health.
Yeah.
But I really don't know much other than that.
Like,
other than that, I haven't really paid much attention to it. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. Do you have like an event that you would have any interest in watching? Like in past years, like you mentioned Nancy Kerrigan, Tanya Harding. I know them for other reasons, but I know they were like figure skaters. Like, what would you watch if you had to turn on like one random event or show up to one? What would it be?
I don't want to be rude or interrupt Stoney, but I do want to let you know that Stoney's a modest guy, and he did a little high school curling back in his day.
Is that a fact?
He is a curler. Big fan of curling. I know that personally.
Let's go.
Look at that dumbbell in his hand right now.
He's definitely a sweeper, but I'll let Stoney add to that. He's got the big Bad Daddy mug there, but I didn't want to interrupt that, Stoney. I know you're humble, and you didn't want everybody to know that.
I knew you were going to notice it. It's 60 ounces of pure heaven.
Holy cow, that is a mug right there. That's a man's mug.
It is. It is the big Bad Daddy mug.
I don't think my stomach has a 60-ounce capacity. Just saying.
That's incredible.
So that was cashed in today, and somebody thought it would be great to have it broken out today. So I'm focusing on 60-ounce curls. Some other people. I was never a curler. I never did any of that type of stuff. If I were to do anything, it would have been basketball, most likely back in the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, baseball, basketball, sports like that. I growing up as a kid, we were all into. I grew up in California, so Tanya Harding and figure skating was huge. Yeah. And anytime you could see some beautiful, attractive ladies figure skating. I was a bat guy as a kid. So don't ask. Yeah. I don't know. Nice. Yeah, Miss America. I don't know.
Yeah. I saw the movie I, Tonya, so that's like my experience of it, and which was incredible. I'd actually recommend anybody to watch that movie. But what about the animal? The animal. Have you watched any Olympics? Have you been aware of what's going on there? I have no clue.
Yeah. So the curling watching curling it's mesmerizing. Because I feel like I could be a gold medal curler. It's basically just shuffleboard, but like really tough. And they have like a little broom. I don't know.
Yeah, essentially.
Well, I'll turn it on. It'll be like 3 hours later. I'm like, shit! I just watched the entire curling thing.
So you actually find it like good content as a viewer, like somebody who you'll turn on and enjoy the process.
Yeah, it's just I don't know what's happening. Like I just want to understand what's happening. It's like watching like an alien land on the planet. Like I don't know what's happening, but I want to know.
It's super weird. Like you would love being in Canada then, because we have something like I'll be looking to try and catch like an NBA game, NFL game, and then they're like, it's the Scotties Tournament of Hearts, and it's like literally like 3 straight days of curling content. I'm like, bro, what is this? This isn't even a sport. I'd rather watch guys play poker on my sports channel than watch the curling. But it is. I will say as Canadian, I've never actually been on the ice. I've taken one of my classes in the past on a curling trip, but I just sat in the insulated area and just overlooked from the top. I was not getting involved. I have terrible balance. That's one thing I've found throughout my athletic career. I don't have the natural equilibrium of an elite athlete, so it would just end in me becoming a meme, basically.
Tiger, are you as lost as me when they're talking about curling? I have no clue.
Big fan of curling, man. I definitely throw the stones. I got big stones I like to throw, and I definitely see Stony and Animal as a sweeper.
Let's go. I just almost spit out my coffee all over my setup. I was not expecting that. But boys, so first topic in the bag here. So essentially none of us know anything about Winter Olympics. That's good. We're off to a good start here, guys. Hopefully I'm gonna go down here. Let's see if we can find a topic that we're familiar with here.
Next.
Oh yeah, I know, right? We're gonna get into like advanced quantum physics next, guys. So I hope you guys brushed up.
Miss Tony, you're gonna cash. You're gonna be here soon.
Let's go. So guys, the next one here, I think we've all probably got an opinion or what we'd like to see happen here. But I want to go around the horn here and get your Super Bowl predictions, guys. So what are you guys hoping for? Maybe starting with let's go in reverse order this time. Let's go with the Animal, and we'll work around counterclockwise. The Animal, what are you expecting for the Super Bowl? What do you want to see?
So this is one of the very first Super Bowls where I actually can fully enjoy it. There's no other NFC East teams in it. The Patriots aren't in it. It's just like two teams that are hard to root against.
Yeah.
So you have two really studly young quarterbacks. I mean, Stafford's not really a young quarterback, but two really good quarterback plays. Yeah. I think it's gonna be a great Super Bowl. I love Joe Burr. Joe Burr is like one of the easiest guys in the league to root for.
Oh yeah.
But he's going to get murdered. That O line against that Rams defensive line is I worry for him. I worry for him.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's proven it all these playoffs. He finds a way. So I think the Rams win it. My heart wants the Bengals to win, just because it's a great story. But I think the Rams take it. Their defense is just too. There's going to be too much pressure.
Yeah, absolutely. And like with the addition of Von Miller, like even though he's aging, like Aaron Donald, like probably potentially one of the best defensive players of all time.
Too. Crazy.
Yeah, and in the first round, was it against Tennessee? How many sacks did he take? It was something ridiculous. The number was almost double digits. It was
it was like 8. It was like
8. 9 sacks.
Yeah, and they're like 4 times on top of that. It's wild.
Honestly, like for me as a fan who has no like vested interest in this game, like a guy coming off of a surgically repaired knee getting sacked 9 times is like nightmare fuel. Like you got to be like, ooh, this guy's got to have some cojones to stand in the pocket and just take a beating. Stoney, who are you rooting for in the Super Bowl?
I'm going with the underdog. I'm going with the Bengals. The wifey loves the color of the jerseys. Either way, like Animal said, either way, they're 2 teams that deserve to be there.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, the Vikings deserve to be there more, but
of course.
But they couldn't win any games, and we're in rebuild stage, so it will be interesting to see what the future holds. But no, I'm hoping for the Bengals to win. I'd like to see an upset. Everybody thinks that the Rams are going to win, but you know what? When the Stoney one bets on a team, guess what? They lose.
That's true.
So Stoney will be betting in the Rams. Stoney curse will happen, and the Bengals will suffice.
Let's go. Yeah, so, Stoney is one of the most superstitious people that I've met on this platform. I remember back in the day, you would always stream during the Vikings game because you felt like they had a better chance of winning when you weren't watching the game, which I mean kind of robs you of the process of being a fan, not ever getting to see your team when they do win. But I appreciated it because I would be off stream watching the Vikes get some W's. Not this year so much, but in previous years. Casio, what about you, my friend? What are you thinking for the Super Bowl this time around?
Well, of course, y'all know I live in Louisiana. A lot of y'all that do know me. If y'all do not know me, I live in Louisiana. Big Saints fan, of course, as y'all could tell.
Oh, yeah.
I'm also an LSU fan. I actually live 30 minutes away from Death Valley, where LSU plays. So that's not too far. So I always got to love my college teams, but I'm an NFL fan by heart. I love the NFL more than anything. 30 plus years now. I've been an NFL fan, collecting cards and whatnot.
Yeah.
So my prediction goes, I'd love to root for Matthew Stafford because he's finally getting his due, and I feel like he was the only shining light on the Detroit Lions for years and years.
Yeah.
And I feel like if he would have just had one or two pieces, or if Calvin would have stayed there a little bit longer, things might have worked out. It is Detroit and all, but I was glad to see him go and get a chance, and now he's really getting his chance. I'd love to root for him, but diehard, hometown boy, gotta go for my LSU Tiger, Joe Burrow. I know the cards are stacked against the Bengals with all the talent that the Rams spent tons of money to get their players. They did.
Oh yeah.
They picked everybody. Yeah,
yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead with Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I like it. I honestly now in the future, let's say next year it's Bengals Vikings in the Super Bowl. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but you get Justin Jefferson, who's an LSU Tiger. Then what would your guess like? Who would you be predicting in that situation when it's torn between two LSU Tigers? I mean, the quarterback's obviously got to have a bit of a leg up.
Jefferson's a goon, so you gotta love him, yo.
Yeah.
And I don't hate the Vikings as much as I do the Rams, so I guess I'll pull for the Vikings. I do love some Viking fans. I know that y'all are great.
That's true. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Saints fans are well represented on Twitch. I will say. I mean, and I'm not just saying that because I've got two Saints hats stacked on top of each other on my overlay here. Appreciate you, Casio. And Tiger Jet. What's your opinion here? Bring the hammer home with your prediction. So we've got it. Yeah.
Look, I didn't think I would come on the show tonight and have 3 XHG members that I agreed with their takes, but just a collaboration of everything that they said. I think my head says the Rams, my heart says Cincinnati. I think the worst kept secret in the NFL or this week or the last 2 weeks in this game is that the Rams have an awesome defensive line and that the Bengals have a shitty O-line, right? Yeah. Everybody's been knowing that all year long. I think every coach on both teams knows that. It's how they're gonna react to that, how they're gonna coach it up, how they're gonna scheme against it. I hate the Rams, right? The Saints no call in the NFC Championship. It's not really the Rams' fault; it's the refs' fault. But so look, everyone knows I hate all NFL teams equally. If you're not a Saint, then I don't like you. I look at football as outside the social norm. You can hate another man's NFL football team and be okay with it. That's probably the only thing where hate is acceptable in this world anymore. Is I can hate your NFL football team. It's too, it's warriors going at each other. It's the way I look at it. Yeah. So to tie it in with the last segment and the big stones, you know who has big stones? Joe Shiesty, right?
Yes,
Joe is Joe Burrow has done an awesome job. Think about this, guys. He wasn't even starting for the Ohio State football team going into, I believe, his senior year. If the transfer portal wouldn't have been there, Joe Burrow wouldn't have been an LSU Tiger in 2019. Yeah. And if he wouldn't have been a Tiger in 2019, he probably never would have made an NFL roster. Would have never been given the opportunity to succeed the way that he's succeeding. And I know, look, don't beat me up. I feel like this is a rowdy time take. But but look, this is a caveat. But from what I've seen, I'm a believer. The guy has got it. We'll see if he's got it this Sunday. But there's few people that have it in my lifetime. Maybe Wayne Gretzky has it. Michael Jordan has it. So let's see if he has it. I'm putting my stones in with Joe Burrow. That's the answer I'm going with. Let's go Cincinnati.
I like it. I like it a lot. So we got a very heavily. Well, we got Who Dat Nation going to Who Day Nation, I guess. I mean, first of all, who's stealing from who with that? Who Day stole from Who Dat? What came first, the Who Day or the Who Dat?
We agreed that they can say Who Day and it wouldn't piss off the Who Dats. That's all.
Oh, there you go. So it's an unspoken truce. I like that. I was gonna say. So guys, we got a very heavy Bengals-centric panel right here. I think I'm personally rooting for the Bengals too. It's always cool to see a young quarterback. I mean, it was cool for Patrick Mahomes to get his first championship at a young age. I think it'll be cool for Joe Burrow if he can do it. But at the same time, like as an NFC North fan, I mean, I don't like to root for any for guys who made their living in the NFC North, other than Vikings players. But Stafford was definitely toiling away for a franchise that looked like they might never go anywhere. So it's nice to see him finally get out of the gulag that is Detroit right now. No offense to McDuggets if he's in the chat right now. The only Lions fan that I actually know who doesn't wear a paper bag on his head. So we'll see. Hopefully, the one thing I'm rooting for, guys, I hope we just get a good, entertaining game. None of us have our teams in there, unfortunately. As long as we get a good, entertaining few hours of football, that's a W for everybody. Now, the next thing I want to get on to, moving into Madden a little bit here, and I don't know how much you guys engage with the MCS. Does anyone want to lead us off here about either, like the MCS run the last few days, all these big drop streams that EA has been doing? What do you guys think of the product that Madden or that EA put on the field for the MCS this year? Maybe Animal. I know Animal. You said you watched a good amount of it.
I love the MCS. I thought for one, especially, I don't know if you guys watched that jumpaoff.gg. It was like a bootleg kind of.
Yeah. I watched a bit. Yeah.
After watching that, I have so much more appreciation of the production value of that the actual EA Sports team does with the MCS.
Yeah.
It's really, really great job. All the people they bring on are really good. So just even from a production standpoint, awesome. The games were really, really good. Obviously, we know it's going to be a bunch of flipping a bunch and just verticals and who could stop it and who could turn over. But there is a skill gap. There's a reason why it's Henry and Wesley and all these same guys in the finals every single year. They can they vertical a little better.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
But going to your point about the drop stuff, the drops have been awesome. Anytime they have drop streams, I love it because the directory blows up.
Yeah.
You see a lot more people hanging out, and some of the drops are actually pretty good. Like that, you get a Super Bowl pack. I think like almost every day, which is a 60K coin pack, which is really, really, really generous of them.
Yeah.
And because, like I said, numbers have been up, which is really awesome. I wish they do more stuff like this. They also did stuff for the content creators, where they're doing giveaways again. It seems like, I don't know, they're loosening up a little bit, which is nice because then you're getting more community engagement. And anything that grows the community, I'm here for.
Exactly, I agree, and it's nice to have the ability for small streamers to like be able to go live, and if somebody really wants to get their free card and their free Super Bowl pack, but they can also watch the guys that they really want to support and be in their chat without feeling like they need to divide their loyalty. So I think that's a really cool thing. It's a great chance for the rest of the week leading up to the Super Bowl to go and check out some people that you might not normally watch too, because you're getting free packs regardless. I mean, why not go around, explore the directory a bit, and get to meet some of those people. Chuflaka, check in the chat with the moves. Let's go. Yeah, the only thing you got to deal with is the giveaway rats that come through. But I mean, it comes with the territory. Stoney, did you watch any of the MCS games? Like, have you watched any competitive Madden this year at all?
I really haven't. When I'm not playing Madden, I don't really want anything to do with it other than just hanging out with the community.
Yeah.
When I do go in and open a tab for them to get my Twitch drop packs, but other than that, even on Good Morning Madden, I mute it. Shower. Like I don't. I spend as much time with Madden as I can because other than content, it's a terrible game.
Yeah.
It's based off animations, and you either win or lose based off of an animation, and you can be right in the right spot, but if your player doesn't animate, you're screwed.
Yeah.
And for me, I love the community that I've built. I love the people that I'm a part of. Yeah. And I wouldn't be there without Madden. But for me, other than that, I don't try to spend as much time on Madden. I play a lot of COD nowadays too, and when I'm not streaming, I'm doing that, and it makes it hard to get better at Madden, but other than that.
Yeah, well, it's good that you're able to kind of still.
Amazing.
Yeah, you're still able to kind of stay true to your roots and still tap into that Madden community, which I think is a pretty cool community as far as Twitch goes. Not speaking about the game quality, the Madden community is really cool. Madden game, I mean, mixed opinions on that one. Every year is social upheaval on Twitter every time a new game drops.
It's gonna get better.
Oh yeah, no, I'm done with that. I'm done holding out for the perfect game. I don't think it's coming. At least not in my lifetime. Maybe when the Oculus becomes like a household thing, maybe it'll be better. But until then, but how are you finding like the Warzone community? Like, is it a lot of the same people, or do you feel like are there people that come to your stream just from the Warzone side of things? When you're streaming that?
I only stream 1 day a week on Warzone, and it depends. I think I'm getting the same people that are coming to my streams that would be there for Madden.
Yeah.
More of the loyal people that stick around to the entire stream.
Yeah.
Lots of lurks. I see a lot of people that will dip out as soon as you make the change, and that's fine.
Yeah.
They're there for Madden. That's
Yeah.
I get that going into it. I know that I'm going to lose a few people here and there.
Yeah.
And that's also because it's on me, because I have a harder time. I don't know about anybody else, but when I'm playing COD, I can't focus on the chat, play COD that I'm struggling with as well. Yeah. I'm a newer player. I'd never played COD up until this upcoming year. But at the same time, I have more fun of it. I just don't take it seriously. Whereas with Madden, I don't know why I get so heated and so frustrated. Yeah. But it's a completely different thing. And there's people that are the complete opposite, where they take COD so seriously and Madden not so much. And it's like, for me, I wish I could find the mixture of both. Yeah. And not let one little thing get to me on multiple times.
Yeah, 100%. And it's good to not feel like you're hamstrung or tied down to one directory. I think the goal for everybody who's a streamer is to one day be able to just stream whatever the heck you want. If you feel like playing video games and hanging out with the guys in the community, and you want to play Animal Crossing, go right ahead, boot up. Like that's kind of, I think, a great measure of success, to be able to kind of go back and forth between multiple directories. I'm not there yet personally. I feel like if I stream anything else, it's going to be me streaming by myself, but that's okay. Eventually I'd love to reach out and try some new stuff.
I still treat it the same. I mean, like the Animal was saying, with the directory as it is, them giving Twitch drops to everybody is amazing. I just don't feel like they do it enough.
Yes.
It's like one weekend every 4 months, and it's like, okay, well, again, we're advertising Madden the entire time, so it's like, yeah. But at the same time, I tend not to take, when streaming wise, I don't tend to take breaks from Madden, so it makes it. Yeah. Maybe I need to do that more. I don't know. I got to figure my own stuff out.
I hear you. I hear you, man. We're all going through that same kind of evaluation, but I think too, I think maybe having drops every single weekend would be like, well, what's the harm? I don't see what the harm would be to EA. I think having a bigger, fuller directory is good for EA. I think it's good for Twitch. I can't see who loses in that situation, So, who knows? Maybe we'll put a word in, guys. Maybe I'll submit the video from this to EA. I won't, but maybe I will. Maybe somebody from EA will stumble across this conversation, Casio, did you watch any of the MCS this year? Are you, do you dabble in the competitive Madden scene at all?
Yeah, definitely. I've been pre-ordering Madden since you could pre-order Madden, pretty much. I try to think back. I just get to 2011 Tiger Nose, where Breeze was on the cover. But I've been buying Madden since I can't even remember how long. Didn't really play it on PC a whole lot. So maybe when it started coming out for PS1 or something, you know. So I can't really date it exactly how far. But I used to wait in line midnight to go get Madden and stuff, just so I can have it and play it first. Yeah. And I feel like I'm so blessed to know you guys. I'm in here with everybody in chat. You, Murphy. I'm so blessed to be able to have met y'all. And I guarantee y'all, if it wasn't for MCS and Madden Live, I would have never had that opportunity. Yeah. They led me, like so many of y'all, tuning into that led me to Madden Live. I seen, it was one of the biggest video game I was always a video game player. Yeah. It was one of the first video game events that I had the pleasure of even seeing on TV. I was like, wow, look at this. They're playing video games. And the money really wasn't there at the time, And then they had, then Fortnite and everybody else started doing their thing. But, it actually led me to Madden Live because I tuned in when they would do the MCS tournament. Skimbo won, I was a huge Skimbo fan. I liked his approach to the game. I wish he would make a comeback, and I know he tries. But the competition is evolving every year, so that's why you see kind of like new people, and I love it. I love it. Nobody can dominate other than Henry the last 2 years, right?
No kidding. I saw the graphic with his career earnings, and then I saw that he's 18 years old, and I'm like, God damn! If I had ever seen that kind of money when I was 18, I mean, he's doing something right. I mean, it is kind of wild, and it's, I think is Dubby still maybe the oldest guy to win an MCS tournament? Like, that's crazy. He wasn't old. He was what, like 30 when he won, maybe 28. Yeah, like that's not old. Like that doesn't give me much hope that I'm ever going to be able to compete, and I don't really think I ever will. But I can enjoy greatness on the field. Now we got my guy Go Geezy coming in here. Now we start talking about young demons, and he has to just chime in the chat. But Cashy, I totally agree with you, and I think being able to see it televised and high production value too, which the Animal mentioned, because the jump off was definitely not on MCS's level. I think we don't realize sometimes how good we actually have it. But when I personally found the MCS was during COVID, when I really didn't know what Twitch was before COVID, and there was that initial year where all sports were just canceled indefinitely when they didn't know what COVID was, how they're going to deal with it, and Madden was the closest thing to sports that I could find. And that's kind of what, like you said, it got me into watching the MCS games. Then it got me into watching the Good Morning Madden. And then it got me into J-Dub's community. And then I got to meet everybody out of there and made all these cool friendships. So definitely it's a way to bring people together. Even if you don't consider yourself a competitive Madden player like I don't, it's still cool to watch and kind of network through there. Tiger Jet, what about you? Like, what are your thoughts on the MCS? Did you watch any of it at all this year?
I did watch it, and it seems like I continue to go last. Casio stole my lead, which was I think Good Morning Madden, and the passion that all of us have for the video game of Madden led us to all meet. The Good Morning Madden streams and the MCS, love that. It drives the traffic, like Animal was saying. It means huge things for the community. I realized a long time ago that I will never, ever, ever be in an MCS. I'm not a competitive player. One of the themes of my stream, is you ever seen a grown man struggle to get his dailies done? And I find that's great irony in that. I think so many of us in the community, look, we are in the top probably 10% of Madden players. We're not in the top 1% of Madden players. And then within that 10%, we rank all up in there. The Animal, is on the edge of maybe being a competitive player. Stoney plays a lot of Madden. I'm looking for him. He's got a PS5. I'm calling him out. We got to get together and play a little head-to-head here. He's complaining about his 60 overall team. I would love to meet that 60 overall team. You know what I'm saying? If he's scared, say he's scared. But no, the MCS is great. But I would say the drops is what I love most about it. Is given the opportunity. I thought I would never could imagine that any of us. I know we started Stoney. I started streaming about the same time Stoney did, as you did, Murphy D, Casio. And I never thought I'd have drops on my stream. And just the fact that I have drops on my stream is just amazing. It's a great feeling. And I think it's awesome that people get to come to a Madden 22 stream that I'm streaming or Stoney streaming and collect those packs and all that. I mean, I think that's what it's all about. And that's why we're all here. So
100%. Yeah.
It's not so much MCS. It's what, the community coming together for those events.
Exactly. And it's funny, like obviously, for streamers, of any size, like it's the worst thing you can possibly do is look at the numbers. I got, lately I've decided to hide the view count because the only thing it sort of does is make you more nervous or make you a worse streamer, in my opinion, when you're looking at the numbers. But it's true. Like I took a couple days off last week because I was like, you know what, MCS is on at the exact time that I stream. Everybody wants to watch MCS. I might get a couple people popping in to say what's up, but I was like, I'm gonna schedule some off days now. I think why not when EA is doing one of these big events, like why not just have the directory opened up so that content creators feel like they can still go live and not, miss out. The guys pushing for partner can still go live without, having to worry about competing with 40,000 people in EA's channel. I think it's something to think about and definitely something that hopefully, EA is listening, because I think we're not the only 5 people with that same opinion. I think that's an opinion that goes throughout Twitch, 100%. Now, moving on, we're going to stay in the Madden stratosphere for a little while here, but word on the street is that there's a new AP update coming up. Now, I haven't seen anything about how much AP is going to be added on both sides of the ball. What are your guys' thoughts? Like, are there any abilities that you feel like you just can't do with 14 AP, but you really would want to have on the field, or anything that you can't live without? Like, where do you think this AP is going to be divided up for you personally on your MUT team? Maybe we'll go to the Animal here. We'll just continue around the circle here.
Yeah, so when they did the update to increase escape and slinger, that killed my offense. Like that's basically all you could run. You can't do anything else. So
yeah, I'm
looking forward to having a little more AP, because I've actually switched from slinger to pass lead elite, which I don't hate. It's actually playing really well. I'm using Russell Wilson right now.
Yeah.
I miss slinger a little bit every once in a while, but for the most part, it gets the job done. But yeah, I miss the abilities on my receivers and like my tight ends and my running backs.
Yeah.
So I'll be able to do some I might actually run the ball. I might actually put evasive on and run the ball for once.
Yeah.
And
no kidding. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. And then defensively, it just opens you up to be able to do some more stuff. Just kind of, make up some percentage. Because right now the meta is just 9 acrobats or 7 acrobats.
100%. Yeah, exactly.
I kind of wish they put acro up a little bit. Just because, again,
from 2 AP to
3 AP or something like that. Just because, anytime you have somebody that's any ability that's everybody's spamming consistently, like if that's their entire defense or offense, that tells you that ability is overpowered or underpriced. So that's what I would. That and I just hate playing against acros. I'm a passer.
Yeah. I hear you.
So yeah, just try some new abilities. Maybe throw an edge threat out there or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, like you just said, there's no variety on defense. It's literally just acros. Everybody just runs acros.
Exactly, and I'm guilty as charged too. Acros are the one thing I can't live without. It used to be lurkers. Now it's acros is the meta for the DBs. And it's true. Like I feel like I've really, unless I can get a good D-line ability for 1 AP, I'm not running D-line abilities. So it would kind of be nice to be able to get actually a little bit of pressure for once. So maybe add in a couple of like inside stuffs or something like that. Get really glitchy. Have good pass coverage and good run defense. I mean, feels like the two things are not possible unless you're Henry. But there's got to be a better way, right? Stoney, what do you think about an AP upgrade? Do we need it? Do you care?
I think we should have got it months ago when they increased the AP on Slinger and and Escape Artist. The fact that it's taken this long to get an update, again, it just shows you what EA is interested in. It's the money. That's what we're always into it for. And that's what they're there for. They're a business. Get it?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm one of those guys just like you, acrobats my life on defense.
Oh yeah.
Does it work 95% of the time? No. But of course I would like some new things. I'd like to be able to go back to Gunslinger, Escape Artist. I picked up Russell Wilson right after they did the upgrade. So I was like, I never got a chance to use him.
Yeah.
And so it's like awesome. So I would hope that we get some more. I am guilty as charged of not really changing my abilities. I probably should use more on my running backs than anything else.
Yeah.
But every time I used evasive or anything like that on next gen, I feel like it's just non-existent. You're still going through sand and quicksand. Like when you do a spin, you're not spinning. It's just, again, I'd prefer to play a game that didn't have abilities. But at the same time, I don't want to play franchise. I'm more of a MUT player. Yeah. So I'm trying to focus on that. But at the same time, with having the increase of whatever that case might be, it would give me the opportunity to try new things. Not saying that'd be a great thing for everybody, but at the same point, what would be nice at this point is like I would like to get that opportunity not to have 14 AP on just my quarterback.
Yeah.
Not that I do that, but that's what I could do. I currently use Pass Lead Elite only on him. So, but at the same time, it'd be nice to try those different things. I use different abilities, so we'll see how it goes. But does that also include a increase on other abilities? That's happened in the past where they literally increase abilities, but give us an increase.
We get excited, we start shopping around, and then 100%. It's true. I feel like the last time there was an AP increase, I literally was able to run slightly less than what I had before the AP increase. I was like, okay, well now I just have to sacrifice 1 AP here. It's not that bad, I guess. It's like, we go shopping, we go window shopping here when this comes up, and then we just get slapped across the face. So that'll be interesting to keep tabs on when they do release the kind of breakdown of it. Devil Dog, appreciate you, my dude. So, I think too, like for me, you're talking about running back abilities. Both you guys, the Animal and Stoney mentioned running back abilities. I think the only running back ability I've had all year, because like the Animal, I'm also a passer, is just Backfield Master for 1 AP on a. That's the only ability I've been able to have on him because I just feel like they're not going to catch it without it.
Well, I used Bow Nose originally, like when that was on like the 2 AP.
Yeah.
But other than that, Backfield Master is the only thing that I use on my running backs too. I feel like I'm a good, decent enough runner to where I can make it work.
Exactly. Yeah, 100%. And I kind of run on conservative. Like that's something I did in the last couple months, and so really, anything with spins, jukes is not going to happen for me anyways. So, I feel like that's made me a better player too. Running on conservative, just give me slightly better stick. But that's probably all a myth. Because really, my record would say otherwise.
It's a placebo.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. Casio, what do you think about an AP update? Anything you're excited to try out, or what are your thoughts on this AP update?
Well, I have to say this before I say my opinion. Tiger, you my best friend. I want you to go first because you ain't going last.
Hey, let's go! Look at that, because Tiger Jet's getting all of his $1 million ideas stolen. So Tiger Jet, lead it. Let's go. I like that.
All right, so I guess to start it off, I don't give a shit about the AP update. That's the short hot take. But I guess I'm not a big look at we got a raid coming in, Murphy.
Kevval coming in, appreciate you from Germany too, guys. The Germans show me way too much love. Kevval, appreciate you, my guy. Oh, I just added him in the chat. That's not how you do a shout out. Oh my god.
So maybe I'm the only one. Y'all are all playing chess, and I'm over here playing checkers. To be honest with you, I want my 3 Saints to show up on my starting lineup. I'm usually dropping AP on my top 3 Saints players on my team.
Yeah.
I do have Josh Allen as quarterback, so on offense, I do have him maxed out with AP. I got escape artist on him, pass lead elite.
Yeah.
And let me see. Let's see. And the other one is set feed elite. So I got him maxed out on, and then I like my running back apprentice or I like to have the different routes back there with those.
Are you rocking Kamara right now on your squad?
I do have Kamara. I have Ricky Williams though as number 1, and
right.
And then I have AP and then Kamara, but and then on defense, right, Acrobat. I'm great. Maybe I can put Acrobat on some more people. That's wonderful. But y'all are playing chess. I'm playing checkers.
I like it. Yeah, we're playing 3D chess over here. We're going above and beyond. I like it. I like the honesty. The brutal honesty is why we have you guys on here. Casio, now that you can't now that you can't steal Tiger Jet's idea here. Exactly. What are your thoughts on the AP update?
This year has been a rough year for me, so it's a little different this year. I don't know if y'all could even imagine not being able to have the internet for about 6 months.
Oof.
Straight.
No.
That was really rough. Good thing I had stuff I could focus and hone in on that, it wasn't that bad. I still twitched on my cell phone, which was kind of rough, but I'm back now, and I'm so glad that everybody welcomed me back. Absolutely. But the passion for Madden this year, because I'm always like on every solo, every star, grinding all year since day one. I need every daily, and then when you take that away from me, the fire is not there this year like it usually would be. Of course, next year it's on. It's on,
for sure.
I'm still playing the game. I'm still a 96 overall. I'm still trying to be competitive, but as far as like going play head to head and all that, but when the AP question comes up, I'm a little different than when it comes to Stoney and y'all. I'm more of a toter, not to the extent of like Eric Dickerson and Madden 20.
I was guilty of using him quite heavily.
Me too.
We all were.
It's not like I want to tote every play.
Exactly.
I just find that if you're able to run the ball, you can open up the pass so much more. And then I like to play the chess game. Like I like to go, ooh, he thinks I'm doing this, now I'm gonna do this, And I like to be unpredictable. So it's not like I like to, fool myself. I'm one of those that like to pick different plays. I pick different plays. I just pick different plays. Yeah. And if it works, it works.
I'm handing it off. Oh shit! It's an RPO. Yeah.
The learning curve takes forever to get there, so y'all don't follow my advice.
Yeah. No, I respect that, and I totally get what you're saying. Like, first of all, I can't. That sounds like a futuristic hellscape of not having internet for 6 months. I don't know how. I can't imagine now. Like, we take it for granted. Like everything, every free moment that I have, like whether I'm at work and checking my phone and checking the internet on there, or whether I'm at at home trying to do anything at all, literally it all involves internet. Right down to like if I want to watch something on TV, it's all through internet now. It's all streaming services and stuff. So kudos to you for surviving that. I know you had some extreme weather down there, in Louisiana not that long ago. So man,
I'll answer your AP question.
Yeah, please.
I would want evasive, jukebox, stuff like that to make my running backs better.
Yeah.
Not to say I'm going to use them every play.
Yeah.
But I would like to see that a little less acrobat. And I also would like to make a suggestion. I don't know if anybody from EA is watching, but how about as the overalls go through the year, how about a crease in the AP gradually as the year goes? And I know y'all are kind of doing that. Yeah. But, how about it be a known thing? A little bit more communication. I love the game. I'm going to continue to purchase it every year. A little bit more communication on what you're going to do would be great. That's all. That's my opinion on the AP situation.
Yeah, honestly, I agree with that. I think, like, why not have a set schedule? Like, maybe going along the same way that why not have a set schedule for when seasons are going to come out? Like, what is going on with seasons? Like, why are we not getting Cam Chancellor upgrades? But anyways, there should be kind of I understand having to push it a couple days with like development issues that crop up along the way. It's a big company. It's a lot of moving parts. But can we not just have like a little bit more transparency? I think we'd all benefit from that. You know, because we like to plan. We like to play the long game. We're all guys that play a crap ton of Madden, for better or for worse. So I think, if we can kind of be a bit more strategic about it. But the problem with that is, I guess, and Stoney kind of alluded to it, is we don't necessarily want to have strategy because we want to be blindsided and have to buy packs to keep up. That's kind of, and I'm just realizing this now. I'm getting smacked in the face with reality. Look at that, $1,000 bills, Casio, the $1 million man. I love it. That's it. Yeah,
that's what it's all about.
Well, another thing and I know you guys had talked about it when you guys had Yemi and Cobb on. Like, Draft Champions hasn't been updated ever. Like, it's insane. It's the best free to play mode. It's the best way to get new players in, but it doesn't make them any money. So they're like, "Fuck it, we're not gonna update it." Nope, no. It's the same card since the release.
It's actually fun. It's actually fun.
I love draft. I love draft, and like, there's no point in playing it because it's.
100%. Yeah, so that I was thinking of that, and then Stoney kind of continued on to another good point. But when Stoney said, I'm more of a muck guy, but I do want to play a game with no abilities, I was like, Draft Champs. That is it. That is the game. That was literally one of the.
And I had a blast last year doing it. I used to play people all the time in it, and now I can't because it's like I'm still playing with Alvin Cook, 85 overall.
That's a good card.
Yeah, I know. That's elite. Yeah, I know. You're using the 84 team builder quarterbacks, which, I mean, they were fun. I played Draft Champs, during the early access period when I didn't have my MUT team built, but I still wanted to play head-to-head on stream. So I was playing Draft Champs, and it was great trying out all these new cards, before I bought them for my team. But, I mean, it's still those same cards now. It is kind of crazy. I think it's a great way to preview players, try guys out, see how they feel. It's like, for the player, it's so beneficial. For guys like Retro Yimmy, who plays with his brother-in-law, like every weekend, God bless you for still playing MUT Draft in this year where they have done nothing. The rewards suck. It's the only like non-pay-to-play version of MUT that's out there, and it's
why they haven't touched it.
Yeah, exactly.
Spend more time with the yard. And who plays the yard?
Yeah, literally. I know, exactly. Although, I will say, I've been watching, I was watching Up and Adam, CJ Sauce, and Trumpet Monkey play a bit of the yard yesterday, and like, I think Up and Adam needs to go comp the yard. He's a menu guy, but I realized he's like, I haven't seen him lose a game of the yard yet. There's one factor, and it's been him. Every time I see him play, he wins, so... Who knows? Might be something.
I played the game like that.
They were having a blast.
Oh yeah. Jackson. I'll never play it again after that. Like
I've never even played. Every time I try to load up and match up with a friend, it's like in previous years, it never works. I can't get a matchup, and then I just spend about 25 minutes on the stream trying to do it, and then I give up, and I'm like, I'm done.
The fields are so obnoxiously bright. It's like,
oh god.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You know what I'm looking at.
Well, mate,
and
guys.
Why can't I make my player fat? Seriously, I go to be a brawler and I have a six-pack. I'm like, does this look like a six-pack? No.
Yeah, where's the realism, Madden? Come on. Honestly, I'm just thinking, guys, and the animal brought up the obnoxiously colored fields. Adam is colorblind. Maybe that's why he's so damn good at it. It just looks like a regular green field to him. It's all the same. Hey, we might be onto something here, guys. This is Dr. Murphy in session right now.
Does not distract him one bit.
Oh, 100%. Now, boys, I want to talk a little bit here about XHG because you guys are all part of XHG. It's a really cool community. Maybe just talk about, we can go around the circle. I can't remember where we ended up at because when Casio threw us for a loop there.
Why don't we go the other round away? Why don't
I'll go last.
All right, beautiful. So we'll start off with Tiger Jet here, and we'll loop around the other way here. But maybe tell me like what appeals to you about XHG, what you guys have going on, and what you like about being part of such a cool community in Madden, and just anything. I want to hear about XHG. I want to hear about the origin stories, all that stuff. Tiger Jet, what do you think?
Yes, I can say that probably XHG is the best thing that happened to me, and I think Miss Who Dat Lady would say the same in 2020. Yeah. 2020 was a rough year for all of us. Around March, the pandemic hit. I think around April, May, maybe what was it, June, Stoney? I was, through the Madden streams and through the MCSs and stuff like that, got involved in Twitch, yondered outside the boundaries. Knew Casio for months through that, met Stoney, and was introduced to streaming. And not long after that, I would say maybe a month, maybe two at the most. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but XHG had reached out to Stoney and gave him an invite, and he accepted it. And I knew through the little time that I was involved in, and really Swain's stream. I like to give Swain a lot of credit. The BCOT through the Madden, the giveaways and the drops, met the community. Roy McCracken, Dollar Bill, JG603, XHG Prodigy. Those guys quickly become good friends. They're like family today. And so anyway, after about 2 months, I got an invite from another stream team, still a close friend of mine today.
Yeah.
And I told him I wasn't really interested in that. Look, I'm a little bit different than most members of the XHG as far as, I have a full-time job. I stream 1 day a week for 2 hours. It's my part of being part of the community as a streamer. I love that time. And anyway, I just wasn't interested in blowing up or become, the next big thing or having a huge community, just getting involved into it. And then Roy reached out to me and invited me to XHG, and I took, I think, a day or two to answer, but the people that are in it were so genuinely good people that it wasn't about streaming. It was about the people that were involved in it, and I wanted to be a part of it. And I'm so glad that I made the right choice, and we've grown so much since then. We've added some great streamers, some great content creators, far better than I, for sure. And it's a great, real non-formal group of guys that is truly a community. There's a vast variety of streamers, and not just Madden, but across, there's men, there's women, all ethnicities and race. It's just a very eclectic group of people, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
I love it, man. That's poetry right there to me. I'm not gonna lie. I would do a standing ovation, but that's honestly, like, I love it. I love what you said about, carving out a role for yourself in the community, because not everyone's goals are the same. Not everyone's like, let's get a purple check mark and do everything on this path, and you do this and you get this milestone and then this next one. Like being part of the Madden community, and you are like part of the fabric of it. I think that's incredible, man. And enjoy your 2 hours 1 day a week. And then, one thing I liked about when I was just popping in before the stream, like, your guys' Discord is popping. You guys are super active in there. Like, that's kind of what being part of a stream team or just a collaborative group should be. Like, guys that inspire you and guys that you want to talk to on a daily basis. So that's incredible, man. I appreciate you enlightening me on that. And Casio, what about you? What was your kind of origin story with XHG?
Like, second what my guy Tiger said, and I owe a lot, almost everything to Swain. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't have met Roy if it wasn't for Swain.
Yeah.
Really appreciate you if you're listening, Swain. Thank you for everything you've done. Swain, actually, I'm old school. I think I'm the oldest one on this panel, to be honest. I might look like I'm the youngest, but
yeah, you don't look it.
I think I'm the oldest one on this panel. I'm old school. So actually, me and Swain acknowledged me in chat one day. Okay, and I was shy, believe it or not, in the Twitch chats. I didn't say anything to anybody. And when he acknowledged me and I started spamming emotes because I thought emotes were cool, I was like, wow, look at this, And so now I'm the emote king in a lot of channels. If y'all look and see, like, I'm like top. I actually stopped for 6 months, right? And I'm still leader in a lot of channels.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
I love that.
I don't know how that even happened. Yeah. But so much props to Swain. But I got to tell you, XHG is all Roy. The way Roy approached it and selflessly gave himself to everybody, just helping with advice and everything like that. He breathed life into the XHG. When he invited me to the XHG, I felt like so proud to be a part of something. That I felt that it was my due to do everything I possibly could to try and support small streamers, to be in everybody's chat. It's the least I can do because I took value in what Roy did. And Roy, to this day, still does the same thing. Constantly helping people out with questions, bringing people in, making it a cool, relaxed environment. No pressure. Yeah. And he is magical the way he pulls that off. Because I get uptight sometimes and I get flustered, and you never see that from Roy. You just never see that from Roy. He's always cool, collected, and in the pocket. He's got the answer for everything. So, Roy, I got to sit here and say thank you for inviting me. And I always say this. I always say, look, it's just such a privilege to be involved in this community. I know I don't stream video games as much as I did in the past because people talked me into playing drums.
Yeah.
And in
incredible,
being that
by the way. Yeah, I love those streams.
Thank y'all. But being that I was out of Madden so much this year, I just been doing a lot of drum stuff. But looking forward to some more video game streams. I like to involve myself with. I find that a lot of us on XHG are, well, how do they call that? Variety game streamers.
Yeah.
And that's what I aspire
Absolutely.
to be. You know, if I can get away from the drums, maybe just do it one night a week.
Yeah.
But XHG means everything to me. If you want a solid down, it means everything to me. It consumes my life, and I just want to promote everybody that's not even in XHG. I don't want y'all to think that if you're not in XHG, I'm constantly going to small streamers. XHG taught me that. You know, they taught me, like, I was a little guy. I had 1-2 people in my chat. But Roy took the time to come in there and speak positive. And I just want to carry the torch, you know.
Yeah.
XHG to me is being positive to one another, encouraging one another, and supporting one another no matter how many people you have in chat. And that's what it means to me.
That's honestly, like, when you talk about a mission statement and what you want a group or a collaborative to be about, like, that's it right there. And honestly, like, you know, you talk about, like, all the support that goes into it. It's like all the positive stuff of a supporting community without all the obligation or the stress that goes along with it. Like it honestly, that's kind of like the culture that you guys have built and that Roy has been a big part of building. And kudos to you, man. And Tiger Jet, like, that's that really struck a chord with me too. Roy was in my very first ever stream. And I already watched Roy's stream. That's where I met Deekster actually too. So I was already watching both those guys. But he came into my very first stream ever on PS4, and I was like, oh my god, it's Roy McCracken in the chat. Like, I watch this guy all the time. You know, super starstruck in it, but he doesn't, you know, even though he's an established streamer, has been doing it for a long time, he still has time to check out, you know, the little guy who's just booting up his first stream, seeing whether it's something he wants to do or whether it's just a flash in the pan. So that's incredible, man. And Stoney, first of all, before I ask Stoney about his origin story, I wanted to figure out what the odds of me stealing your logo would be. I think Roy helped you out with making your Stoney 05 logo, and I talked about hostily taking it from you because I love it so much. It's freaking so cool.
You gotta ask Miss Stoney.
Good luck on that one.
Yeah.
Well, take my logo.
I'm so jealous. I love my logo. I'm still super jealous of yours, man.
Well, I do love my logo, and no, you cannot take it. Jeez. This is why I'm on the show today. I now know.
Yeah, this is the proposition.
You got that copyrighted, right, Roy? Shit.
Yeah, that's right.
No shot.
No shot. Okay, we'll move on beyond that. Get into the XHG story.
Like collaborative. Maybe we can bring Canadian thickness back and find.
Hey, yes,
with it.
absolutely.
It's okay to give your emote away, Stoney. Just saying.
Oh, I agree with giving my emote away.
I would never give it away. I would never give it away. No, it's too good.
No, I basically, when I first started, you know, for me, it was one of those situations when I first started, I was streaming. I came up with a schedule. I came up, as like Cash said, with them, with Casio, Tiger Jet, Ginger Snitch. Started around the same time you did as well, Murph, and. Basically, we started from the get-go, and it wasn't ever to... I just thought it'd be cool to be able to go live, hit the live button, and play video games. I was playing Madden. At that time, I was playing Weekend League every weekend. I was doing it. I was hanging out. I had a lot of friends that were slowly getting themselves into the Twitchverse that I was that I grew up with it on Mudhead.
Yeah.
When I first started getting into Mud, when I started like making coins to where I would make MUT coins and I wouldn't have to spend any money on the game. Yeah. Back when everything was amazing in Madden. I loved it. Madden 15, please bring it back.
Yeah.
Which they brought old players back, which has been amazing. I love seeing the fridge back in the game. But again, when I first started, I never thought that for me when I first started, there were people like Trumpet Monkey, Digital Champion, some of the guys that I was coming up with, and then like our guy Tiger and Astro said with the Swain games.
Yeah.
Gimme. Some of the guys that were coming up, Buffalo K, J-Dub.
Yeah.
I would be watching them and they would braid out to somebody else and I'd meet somebody new that way. And, Dollar Bill got raided a few times. Roy got raided a few times. Then all of a sudden I was I got affiliate. I started working on doing more things with my streams, and then all of a sudden I got a message from Smee to join the
Get Sticky
the Get Sticky crew.
Yeah.
And then I also had a message a few weeks before that from Roy saying, "Hey, would you be interested in being part of XHG?" I whispered Tiger just saying, "Do you know anything about this XHG? I know it's ran by this person and this person." And Tiger's one of the people that I talk to a lot because we are very close friends. We came up at the same time. He gives me shit even when I'm down. Most of the time when I am down.
That's the best time.
He likes to poke the bear. But I wasn't sure. I didn't know what it was about. I didn't know what it was going to become. And when they sent me the invite, it was really, for me, it was an honor because I grew up watching Roy McCracken. It was one of the reasons I started going live, was hanging out with Retros, hanging out with Roy, Dollar Bill. I remember the first time I ever played COD. I think we were playing, I got asked to play with Yimmy, Roy McCracken, and Dollar Bill. I was terrible. I didn't know how to pick up a gun. I was like, what am I doing? I'm sorry. I think Yimmy was as bad as I was. So I was like, hey, at least it's not just me.
Punch in the air.
And like, it was just about having fun and getting to know somebody. And, there was a situation that came up and I was like, hey, if you ever need anything done, just let me know. And I was like, well, I'm looking at doing something new. I want to come up with a new logo. And like you said, I love my logo. It's amazing. I've made a couple of changes with it. I've changed the color of like the Stony 05 underneath it. And I love what I've seen. I've played a little bit more, but I'm still fucking terrible at the game. Trust me. Excuse my language.
No, it's all good. We'll bleep you out after. No, I'm kidding.
Sounds good. That might have to be done. But it was just an honor to become part of something and to see the people that they brought in. And what's awesome is it was people that I was associated with already. Like, because Tiger messaged me saying, "Hey, I got invited to be part of XHG too. Don't tell anybody." And it was like, okay, well, I won't say anything until just now. Shit, I just threw him on the bus. Sucks to be you, Tiger. But it was one of those things where you were growing I was growing as a streamer, but I was growing with a group of friends that I was able to grow with as an individual. So it was one of those things that it was a community, but at the same time, it allowed me to be myself. I didn't have to conform for somebody, make it better for everybody. It was, here's what we do. It was about building a community, and that's to me what was so amazing about it. For me, it was going and playing a different game, not just Madden. Going and playing, COD, Fortnite, other games like that. And they accepted my wife and myself, so it was definitely a great thing for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely, I love the XHG and everybody that I met. And like I said, I might talk down about Madden at times, and I think a lot of us do.
Yeah.
But one thing that I can definitely say is the community that we've built throughout the XHG or anywhere on the Twitchiverse, whether the Madden community itself is amazing, without a doubt. It's just, again, the game. It's what we deal with on a regular basis. But the community by itself is by far the best thing that I've got to experience in my life, other than like family and friends and things like that. But a lot of times we joke around about, Swain Games uses the best community on Twitch. I think it's better than that. I think it's a family on Twitch.
Yeah.
It's really what it is. I spend more time, I think, with family that I've built on Twitch, where I'm spending more time with them, hanging out with them.
So BFOT is what we're talking about here. The
BFOT.
BFOT. It doesn't.
Best family on Twitch.
It doesn't have the same ring. But I like the sentiment. Hashtag BFOT in the chat. No, I totally agree with that, and I love that you were kind of able to grow, and like you said, like a community where you can be yourself is the biggest thing. There's a lot of pressure to conform, like in not just on Twitch, but like in any place to conform and be a certain way because you've seen other people be that way who've had success. But like I love that XHG just kind of gives each person a supportive group around them. But the draw is still you. We still want to come watch your stream because we want to see what you do, and we don't want to see a stream team with 20 people that are all exactly the same. That's boring. That's not what we're here for on Twitch. 100%. And I'll stop trying to get your logo off you, Stoney. I love it, man. I've seen Roy do even live on his stream where he's done a stream where he's like designing logos. I think it was oh god, he plays chess. I can't remember his name off the top of my head now. McKnight. I saw him design McKnight's logo, and I was like, oh my god, this is incredible. So I gotta. I still love my logo. 710 GM did mine, way back in the day when I first started out, and I love my logo. But man, it's amazing what he can do. A very creative dude for sure. And the animal. What about you? What's your story with how you got involved with XHG?
Yeah, no. So I'm a little bit later. I've been streaming. I've only been streaming about 7-8 months now. So by the time I was a viewer though long before, so I was always hanging around all the XHG streams and stuff. So once I started going live and stuff, I got luckily hit up by Roy pretty early on. He offered me a spot in XHG, and I was like, dude, I'm not ready to be a part of a team or anything like that. Like I don't even know what I'm doing half the time. And he's like, and at the time, they weren't an official stream team, which I think is what makes it so great. It was a community, and it's still that. So he's like, it's not even that. Just come in and get to know people. So, and since I've done that, it's the best decision I've made in the last 4 or 5 years easily. So many members of XHG are not just friends; they're people that I like truly family that I talk to on a daily basis. I got most everybody's number. I ask about their kids and get Christmas cards. Like I got a Christmas card from Stony that my daughter Dallas loves seeing every day, and anytime they get to interact, and awesome. it's truly a community, and it's if somebody has something going on in their life, everybody's reaching out to them to make sure they're okay. It's not just about, hey, I'm streaming at this time, make sure you're there. It's truly, we've built something super special, and it's so much shout out to Roy McCracken and Dollar Bill for all the stuff they do behind the scenes, not just inviting people but they put in countless hours putting things on TikTok and providing advice and stuff, and it goes, I know everybody kind of mentioned it, but it needs to be shouted from the rooftops how much Roy and Dollar Bill do for this community. And then, like I said, recently Smee with the Get Sticky gave this community validity by allowing us to actually be an authorized stream team. And I mean, like I said, it's so awesome to be able to, like I said, all my merch that I have, no,
plug it. Let's go. Oh, I love it.
Every part of my merch, because I have so much pride in being an XHG. It's something that like really changed my life. I'm a single dad. I work from home. I don't go out. I don't so the last year has been super rough in terms of I don't have much interaction, and now I feel like I'm whole again. Like I have all these friends that I I truly talk to every day, and that I don't know how I do my days without them. It's such an honor to be a part of this community, this stream team. I love everything that XHG represents. It's all inclusive. There's no, like you said, it's not everybody's the same guy. We're not all comp Madden players, and we're all gonna, I could literally go into anybody in XHG and see a completely different show and be entertained to hell. And it's just the best. I love it, and I'm thankful to be a part of it, and to be invited to be a part of this podcast here.
Absolutely. Hey, I appreciate that, man. And honestly, like it's you guys have all said incredibly great things about it, and those are all the things that appeal to me about XHG. That's the reason why, when I first started, I've done the Around the Yellowhorn thing for a while now, which is really fun, like doing a sit down with one person. But I was like, I want to, like you said, like you want to be able to try new things, and I thought, I always see guys doing these streams with like just have the Discord up, and I wanted to do it with overlays and stuff too. But as soon as I started thinking about doing a panel, I was like, I gotta have the XHG guys on, because not only are you guys like incredible streamers, but just like super quality people. You guys did an amazing job. Let's see here. Look what Luke says in the chat. That was better than an Oscars speech. I could say that about all four of you guys.
Murphy D, I want to have the last word as always, and I want to say that it's more than just the XHG streamers, and we would be remiss if we didn't bring up we're still a community, and the community that we have behind us, and our lead cheerleader, Miss Stoney, is a huge part of XHG's success, and doing so much with XHG.
She really is.
Help me out, guys. Do some more guys. That B Hecka is another one that's in all of our. Yeah, Stoney, I'm taking the credit.
Yeah, go for it. Let's go. Let's name drop right now. Yeah,
B Hecka's another guy that's in all of our chats, dropping song dots after song dots. Fourth quarter, Devil Dog.
Devil Dog's a legend.
Field team, Captain Joe, which I hadn't seen him stream in a while, but he did stream. Are all huge parts of XHG. It's not just the four faces you see up here, and it's not just the stream. It truly is a community. There's so many different parts that makes it successful.
Yeah,
so
100%. And I really hope that I can get, a lot more guys. Like, Drunken Master D was originally going to be on the podcast today too, but he's feeling, down and out today, hoping that he's feeling better soon. But like, we definitely got to get him on the podcast. Roy, I want to get on the podcast too. He might be a little bit too Hollywood, but maybe with the help of you four guys, you could put in a word to get Roy on here one of these nights. But like, honestly, shit, man, I wish that you guys didn't have such great wrap-up remarks there with the XHG thing, because that's like, honestly, I was like, damn, I kind of have to cut it short there now, because that's just the perfect way to end the whole thing. Can I do one? Do you guys have 10 more minutes of time here to do one last round table?
We got all night, however long you need us.
I know Stoney ripped off a big stream today too, and I want to be respectful of all your guys' time here, but
great job, Stoney.
Yeah, Stoney, you killed it today, my dude. Let me see, which of my troll questions can I ask here now? All right, boxes or briefs. That's pretty quick. That's just the one. That's just the one and done. All right, I'm gonna pull up one here. All right, I want to hear. I'm a large man. What were you gonna say there, Tiger Jet?
No, I'm just summoning another beer if I could get one. Sorry about that.
Let's go. Actually, no, there we go. Perfect. You just decided the last question here. What's the beverage of choice, boys? What are you guys working on, either at the moment or just in general? Okay, let's start off with Casio. He just flaunted a bottle up there that I was interested in. Ooh.
This is a local Louisiana beer, very popular. Definitely not a low key one.
Yeah,
I'd say a ton of people, right, Tiger? A ton of people love this beer.
Absolutely, classic.
This is a Beta Amber. If y'all are interested in beer and stuff, look it up. I think it's Kentwood, Louisiana, kind of where Britney Spears is from. I think
okay.
No, it's from Beta Springs.
It's from Beta Springs. That's right. Right.
Beta Springs, but that's close to Kentwood.
Look at the Southern gentleman. I like that. I see, and that's a beer that I've never seen before either. Like, we've got so much selection up here, but we're missing out on the Louisiana breweries over here.
I still want a Labatt Blue, by the way. I still want one.
That's a Yimmy beer right there. If you ever, I mean, I know you a lot of you guys got to meet up with Yimmy. When he came down to watch the Bills game. Was he able to get his hands on Labatt Blue in Louisiana? Is that a thing you guys have or no?
We kept him away from Labatt Blue.
Yeah. What did he do? Was he like panicking?
He bitched the whole time.
Oh man, I love it. Labatt's something that. Yeah, go ahead, Tiger Jet.
He didn't leave sober. We fed him hurricanes and hand grenades. Trust me, he wasn't missing out.
He's typing it in the chat. Hurricanes in the chat. Let's go. Oh man, yeah, I can tell that he didn't walk out of there because I've seen certain dancing clips that I'm fairly certain Yimmy would not have attempted if he had not been properly hydrated by you guys.
Hydrated, yes.
Let's go. I like it. And what about you? Let's keep it in Louisiana here. Let's keep it in the South. Tiger Jet, what's your beverage of choice? There's the Yimmy dance. Let's go, Animal. Let's go.
What was the question again?
What's your beverage of choice, my friend? Oh God.
So, let me give you a long story. I moved to Oklahoma when I was 19 years old. Right?
Yeah.
And I've been drinking in Louisiana for a while. I bought a 6-pack up there. I drink a 6-pack, get a buzz, and lose it. And I was like, what's up with this Budweiser? Well, I was there 4 months before I found out Oklahoma was one of the last states to abolish prohibition. So they still had a liquor law that said all domestic brewed beer had to be 3.2% liquor by volume, which was half the liquor volume that I was used to drinking in Louisiana for the same beer.
Yeah.
So like 4 months into it, I learned that.
Yeah.
So what you had to do in Oklahoma. So let me back up. In Louisiana, we have drive-through daiquiri shops that on Tuesday and Thursday you can
drive-through
daiquiri get one free.
Buy
one get one free. You can even pick up a stunning Coke in the drive-through. They just put the lid on it and they give you the straw. And as long as the straw isn't open, it's not an open container, right?
That's incredible. My God.
I've been to more countries than states.
Yeah.
And it was a culture shock for me, bigger to go to Oklahoma from Louisiana than it was to go to Europe. And the reason in Oklahoma, you had to buy anything above 3.2% liquor in a liquor store.
Yeah.
So me being the good Louisiana boy that I am, I started making liquor store runs because I wasn't drinking the 3.2% shit that you bought in the grocery stores.
Yeah.
So I started drinking Labatt Blue, Foster's,
Australian beer, right? Foster's Australian, isn't it? Yeah.
You wanted the liquor.
Yeah.
So the bottom line is, there in Oklahoma, we would do things called beer runs.
Yeah.
Where you'd go to Missouri or you'd go to Texas, which was hours away, just where you could get 6-point domestic beer.
You had to make a weekend out of it.
Long story short, I'm wrapping it up. My bowling ball's coming to a point here, right? It's when I move back home, there's nothing better than a good old red and white in a can.
Yeah.
Budweiser, man. I'm full flavored. Lights are for wimps. We drink Budweiser. Budweiser heavy. They call them headbusters. We love our red and white in the can. If you tune in on Tuesdays, you see me drink plenty of them.
You got me curious about alcohol volume.
You see me drink plenty of them tonight. And I've had them from all over the world. Look, hot take. These are the best. Budweiser. That's my long answer.
The king of beers, indeed.
King of beers.
I like that though, and you know what? That's Casio's about ready to go and get a graduated cylinder and some scientific tools here and go and test out the beer percentage where he's at.
5.0 alcohol.
Hey, there you
volume.
go. I was gonna say because
not
that's one thing. Like as a Canadian, we always first of all, the whole idea of having to buy stuff at liquor stores. We have the beer store, which is in Ontario. I don't know what other provinces have, but we have the beer store where you have to get all your beer, and then we have the LCBO, which I don't even know what it stands for, but that's our provincial-run liquor store. It's the only place you can buy booze. They've just recently started to allow certain grocery stores to have small amounts of like craft beer and stuff. So like really, you can't go to a gas station, you can't go to like a convenience store, and you have to. And it's the hours are not 24 hours. There's like after 10 p.m. you can't get it anywhere. So it's a rare thing. It's a rare thing.
He's going again.
Tiger just got to. I mean, we've been going for like an hour and 20 minutes, guys. He's got to take.
Twice.
He's had a couple beers, guys. He broke the seal a long time ago. But the animal. What about you? What's your go-to beverage of choice?
I won't go into Tiger and give you like the full background of.
Please do.
And how distillers work.
Yeah.
I'm a big IPA guy. Like the higher the ABV, the better. I'm like a hazy IPA guy. I don't have one right now because, like I said, I literally got off work and came right in here. So
damn, I'm sorry to keep you dehydrated.
No, sorry, we got a solution for that. I'm gonna go to my go-to, which is like the Kirkland Crown Royal.
Ooh.
It's so that's my other go-to is like Crown and Coke. So
can I see the label on that one? That's a Canadian export right there.
Oh, it is. It sure is. It is.
Kirkland. And wait a second. Kirkland makes whiskey like Costco Kirkland?
Oh, Costco. Oh yeah. It's
no way.
It's basically just Crown Royal. It's just Crown Royal, just in a different bottle. It's like $19 for that the big bottle.
That's incredible.
Don't get sick off of it. Trust me. You won't
Look at Tiger Jet's in his jet now when he comes back. I love it. The overlays are going crazy right now. Animal, that's mind blowing to me. Are you gonna polish that thing off right now for us? I mean, no pressure.
The shot, not the whole bottle.
I was gonna say, polish off the entire bottle. Let's go. Funnel. All right. Cheers to you, my friend.
Hey, thank you so much for having me, brother.
Oh, it's been my pleasure, the animal. Let's go. Oh my God, that is the most mind-blowing thing that I will hear all day. Nothing will blow my mind more than the fact that Costco has its own Kirkland brand whiskey. I freaking love that. That's so cool.
They have a whiskey. They have an Irish whiskey. They have vodka. They have a rum. It's crazy.
Yeah,
and
that's wild.
I'm signing up for Costco tomorrow, the animal. Cheers.
Let's go.
They
guys,
don't have Budweiser.
Shout out to Costco. This stream is brought to you by Costco now. That's incredible. Stoney, what about you? What's your go-to beverage of choice? And what hat do you like to drink your beverages out of? Because I know you've got a majestic hat.
I have multiple drinking devices that I can use. It depends on which channel points are used. But I am a rum and Diet Coke type of guy. Whether it be Kirkland's, which was amazing until I got sick off it one time, and I haven't been able to drink it since. But now it's Kirkland's, Sailor Jerry's.
Oh yeah.
Just drink Captain, but Captain is it's too pricey. I'd rather buy something a little more tasty, a little more dark. But yeah, I'm more of a rum and Diet Coke kind of guy. That's what we're drinking today is some Kraken and Diet Coke.
Kraken's more
nice.
expensive.
I know it's more expensive, but it's also 94 proof. But hey,
Look at we're getting the full marriage communication right now. We love it.
Trust me, Mrs. Stoney. I know. You don't remind me. But the Kraken is where we go. Roy McCracken knows what I'm talking about. It's the Kraken. It's 90%.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Roy, thanks for the bomb, by the way. Roy just went crazy in the chat. Appreciate you.
But yeah, if it's a beer that I'm drinking, I do like the Angry Moon, which is half Blue Moon, half Angry Orchard with an orange in it.
Oh my God!
Amazing.
Wait. Can you buy those canned, or do you have to mix your own?
No, you have to mix them yourselves.
You literally buy something off menu.
Umbrella and fruit in them too.
Yeah, you can. I just said oranges. Did you not hear? Gee.
Umbrella and fruit. Here's the real question. When I think of drinking, I think umbrella and fruit. That's a Stony.
I have a serious question for you, Tiger.
Yes,
when you drank that 3.2% beer, did it give you a bigger headache? I know people that used to have huge.
I've conditioned myself for Stony. You know, a lot of people say you need to drink more water. My body is made to process the water from the beer. That's how I stay hydrated, is drinking plenty of beer.
That's incredible.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
And is it true? Is it true? I just want to ask Stony live. I want to get him on the record. Did Robrad sleep in that cup when he came over? That big bad daddy mug is so big. Is that where Robrad slept?
I plead the fifth.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Talk about devices. That mug is a device in its own right there. That's a simple machine.
Mrs. Stoney got me this as a
oh shit,
Father's Day gift that I could throw pens in, and she didn't think I was going to drink out of it. I'm like, how do you give me this and don't expect me to try to drink out of it? Like,
seriously,
big bad daddy on it.
That's
the dopest. First off, it was the dopest Father's Day gift ever. That first he was like, "Oh, cool, a coffee cup," and then turns out it's the fucking best gift of all time.
Yeah, you can fit a 12-pack in that cup. That's fantastic. That's there's no way you can drink that and be sober at the end of it.
Try drinking beer out of a sock, Stoney.
You didn't get socks. I'm gonna win.
I love it. Oh my God, that's incredible. And do you guys have this? Is this a thing down there in the States where a rum and Coke is called a Cuba Libre? Is that a thing that you guys talk about down there?
That's right. That's correct.
That's a thing. Maybe that's because a lot of the time, like I know relations between the U.S. and Cuba were kind of strained for a lot of years. But that's what I nobody calls it that, first and foremost. But a Cuba Libre, because I guess they make a lot of rum down there in Cuba. I don't know. I've been to Cuba once though. I mean, that was where I got engaged actually. So good memories from down in Cuba.
I have a picture of me with a flower and Miss Stoney. What are you doing?
Oh my gosh, I love it. Look at Tiger Jet just taking this opportunity to just put on an absolute clinic. But boys, you guys were incredibly entertaining, incredibly I've already known a lot about you guys. You know, I'm a big fan of all your streams, but I was just incredibly honored that you guys would all come together and spend an hour and a half just chopping it up. Definitely a bucket list type thing to get a whole bunch of you guys on here, and I hope that we can collaborate on more stuff and have you guys on again at some point, because this was an absolute blast. Thank you so much for being on the Northern, man. And what do you guys got in store for the rest of the night? What are the plans here now that your obligation to the podcast has been fulfilled and crushed, I might say?
It was an honor for you. It was an honor for you to have us, Murphy D. And my plans for tonight is to find these boys and carry them in COD tonight. Let's do it. TJ 21. So I don't know what the rest of these guys are doing. Y'all tell me.
I don't know about the carrying thing, but I'm down to play.
Let's go. Look at it. See, this is the community, guys. This is the community right here. These guys are not just fair weather friends for Twitch.
For sure.
Let's go. I haven't played COD, guys, since Madden died last year. When does Madden normally die? March.
Murphy D, you got to download COD and come to an XHG community night.
Is COD and are COD and Warzone the same thing? That's how little I know about it.
Yeah.
I have Warzone. I have it.
Time out. Murphy D, I'm trying to corner you right now. I got you. Are you willing to commit to come out to an XHG game night and play some COD? We need you to download COD.
I'm fiending for it.
On stream.
Yeah, I got it. I'm down, guys. Honestly, I have so much fun playing it, but I cannot play it alone because I'll just die in the first wave. So I am super down.
No, they let you respawn. You're all good. You're all good.
Don't worry about that.
I've had a little bit of experience
Tony does
playing
it all the time.
Playing with Luch and Adam back in the day. We used to fire it up. I was by far the worst player. So as long as you guys are okay to carry, I'm in. Let's go, Marcy. How are you doing, Marcy? The star of the show has arrived.
Marcy.
And with a little a hobby horse there, right? Is hobby horses are making a comeback? I love it.
You better be careful what you say. That may be a unicorn.
Oh, that's true. Oh, hobby unicorns. I love it. How are you doing, Marcy?
I'm not guessing the animal. Ask you, how are you doing?
I wanna see the animal.
Animal game. I love it. Now the boss is here. Now the boss is here. Oh, I love it though. And I know Stoney's been spending a lot of time at home, which is incredible, man. What an opportunity to be spending time at home with your little angel over there. But guys, thank you so much. You guys are all legends. I'm glad we got to have any time that I can have one of the offspring of my guests on stream. That's the highlight of the stream right there. 100%.
Right.
But yeah, appreciate you guys, man. And I absolutely lock me in the next community night for XHG. I'm definitely down to play some Warzone. It can't be much worse than bash my head against the wall in Madden. But
it's
boys,
a blast. You meet so many different
you,
people,
Murphy.
D.
For
You'd love
sure.
it.
Appreciate you guys, man. Have a great night. Enjoy the COD. Get some W's for us.